Hey guys, this is Mike with Open It and Play, and we're going to be doing an unboxing of Marvel Legends Fang. Fang is from the Shi'ar Imperial Guard. He's from the X-Men comics originally. I don't know this character's complete story, but I remember him very vividly from my old Marvel handbook to the Marvel Universe, like the guidebook that's kind of like the encyclopedia for Marvel characters. But the Shi'ar Imperial Guard has a lot of different types of aliens that are all working together with the Shi'ar, and they're kind of like the Shi'ar's X-Men or the Shi'ar's Avengers, like their superhero team. The character of Fang himself, I think this is a very new picture of him. He is quite different from this figure in that this figure is way too tall for the character. I really wish they would have done him justice. It wouldn't have been hard to do, but I suppose, like always, they have some financial reason. They're trying to release him, and then they're probably going to release him in a 5-pack with other members of the Imperial Guard far in the future, and then he'll be like correct scale, but maybe with a terrible face or something like that. But the Marvel Legends game is sort of, you have to buy all versions of the figure and kit bash it to make your own version that looks correct. If you don't do that, you're probably not going to end up with a very satisfying version of your character. But I guess for suckers like me, it sometimes works. But I thought about customizing this guy and just make his legs shorter, but I haven't put in the time to do it yet. But I think it would be a relatively easy customization. But I don't have any other members of the Imperial Guard, so I might just sell this guy actually. But as you might have guessed, I got him for the Chode or the Chod Build-A-Figure part. The Starjammers are the team that my brother likes a lot, and I thought it would be cool to have the Chod because we used to have the old Toy Biz version. He wasn't a very good figure, but we did play with him a lot, so I guess overall he was a pretty good figure. But he just didn't have posability, and he had that silly kind of throwing action. But let's open this guy without further ado. Don't want to talk your head off. I have opened the guy before to take out the child piece, but we'll see the little accessories here. This is still the no plastic packaging. I thought it was a good idea for the environment. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I sort of agree with many people because Hasbro just completely let quality control go out the window with this situation. They needed to address it seriously, and instead of addressing it seriously, we all just got ripped off, got a bunch of defective or broken parts or missing parts figures. So this guy comes with 2 hands that are the alternate hands. You can see them here if my camera will focus, but they do have this kind of weird bump or ridge on mine. So I think that is a quality control issue. It looks like this was bent the wrong way and stayed that way for a really long time, or while the plastic was still soft. But anyway, not a very big issue to me because I'm probably not going to use this guy. Okay, and then we see the guy here. He's packed in. I've had this guy for a long time, basically since the wave debuted, but I've never actually looked at the figure. But here he is, and we'll take him out of this bag. Okay, there he is, Fang. Oh, you can see his things on his arms already fell down. Boy, that was fast. Try to scoot them up, but they are really tight to scoot. Okay, that's a bit better. And this one, that's a bit better too. Okay. Yeah, now the problem is things on his boots. Oh my goodness. This guy's kind of a mess right out of the package. But if I get these maneuvered into place, it might be a bit better. It looks like these parts on the boots are going to interfere with his posability though. They're going to either have to move constantly or they're going to have to be slightly out of place. But okay, so there is Fang. His head sculpt is okay. I think it does look more like the newer version of the character, but he's on usual Marvel Legends ball and disc hinge. It's not the worst thing in the world, but yeah, with just a little bit of engineering, they could improve it a lot. Ooh, it kind of poked the heck out of my finger there. This is pretty pokey in the back, but it's not dangerous or anything. It's just rough on the skin. Okay, so this is a free floating piece. You could move that. No, you can't move it. It's pegged into the back, so it won't come free so easily. Okay, as you heard me say before, this guy's legs are just too long. I don't know how the figure would look if I just shortened his legs, but I think that would be the easiest way to customize him. I might try doing it just for the practice of customizing a figure since I already have him, and I know in Japan I can't sell this guy on the secondary market for anything. It'll be like 50 yen or 100 yen, like the equivalent of about 70 cents or something like that. It's pretty hard to sell guys in Japan, but on the secondary market at least. Okay, let's take a look at his articulation real quick. He's got ball hinge at the shoulder, kind of usual. Twist at the bicep, double jointed arms. They don't look too bad, but as I said, this part is going to move every time, so that is a problem. I don't know why they wouldn't peg these the way they peg this, but since these are not pegged, they're going to constantly be falling down. I suppose you could maybe glue it, or you could cut a bit of a ridge in there, but a lot of people don't like customizing figures, so I can understand the feeling. I didn't do it until very recently, so. But yeah, this is going to be really annoying for people who actually pose the figures. If you just set him in one position, I suppose it'll be okay, but oh, and there's the fantastic Hasbro quality control. Look at this. Oh, isn't that lovely? Let's see what the heck is going on here. He has like a peel of his skin of his glove coming out of here. What is this? I have no idea. It looks like they forgot to finish the job of cutting this off the figure, I guess. Anyway, I just peeled it off, but it is going to interfere with the hinge a bit. If I clean it up more, it might be better, but it looks like you can see the hinge or the disc in there does not sit properly, like to the shape. So this is another problem with quality control. Way to go, way to go, way to go, way to go, Hasbro. Okay, this one is better. So I've only got only one defect so far. Okay, and then we'll continue with the posability. He's got ab crunch. He bends at the waist. This is free floating, but actually this one will sit in place pretty well because of the tension on the waist. He can kick up to here. That's pretty good. He can go out. Almost not at all. It even cracked. Did you hear that sound? Okay, and he can go back that much. That's not much at all. Okay, this is really disappointing for a figure that's supposed to be an agile character. But okay, and a double jointed legs here. Sorry, knees. He does have the boot swivel or spin, and this is working. That's good. And this is working. Okay. So all in all, defect. Poorly designed for these 4 parts. They're going to be falling off all the time. I wish they would have given him a classic face sculpt. Oh, they got to give you something. But the only thing that I would say that's of value in this box to me really is the chode head. I'm kind of upset with this because nobody likes getting a defective part, especially when it's his claw hand of all things. That's kind of like what the character needs. But okay, I'm gonna let you go and wallow in disappointment for a while. Thank you for joining me for this review. Sorry, it's almost 11 minutes. Okay, bye for today.